Hello friends, I am Guna Mathivanan, Current Affairs faculty at Officers IAS Academy. In this video, we will be discussing our 109th Current Affairs hit list topic, that is regarding inflation targeting. Friends, we often come across the term inflation targeting in newspaper. So what does that mean? Friends, when Raghuram Rajan was the RBI governor, he appointed a one-man commission under the chairmanship of then RBI Deputy Governor Urjit Patel. What was the objective? RBI is entrusted with the task, with many tasks. So RBI in general, we all know it regulates the banks. Apart from that, RBI was given three important tasks. One is RBI should ensure that inflation should be under control. RBI should also take efforts to stimulate the growth. RBI should also ensure that there is exchange rate stability. So, focus on inflation, focus on growth and also ensure exchange rate stability. Right? So, through monetary policies, RBI tries to achieve these three objectives. But however, achieving these three objectives parallelly is very difficult, because see, for example, if you want to stimulate growth, then you have to expand the money supply, you have to reduce your repo rates. If you want to control inflation, then you have to reduce the money supply, you have to increase the repo rates, right. So, by varying the money supply, you are going to control the inflation, at the same time you can even stimulate the growth. Achieving both parallelly is difficult, because for inflation, if you have to control, reduce the money supply. To stimulate the growth, increase the money supply. Both, right, we need a different opposite approaches. So, RBI was facing a kind of trilemma, between the three, whether to focus on inflation, whether to focus on growth, whether to focus on exchange rate stability, right. So, among the three, we have to give some priority. So, a one-man commission was appointed under the chairmanship of Urjit Patel, and he was recommending that we have to target the inflation. We have to target the inflation. Inflation should be given the most important priority. Once inflation is under the safe limit, then we can focus on giving priority to growth. So, when there is inflation, when there is growth, you first take efforts to control inflation. The recommendation was also accepted by the government. And remember, Urjit Patel committee was also recommending, that one-man commission was also recommending setting up of monetary policy committee. Urjit Patel, see, about monetary policy committee I have already discussed, you can go through my playlist, right. So, Urjit Patel was coming up with a 5-member monetary policy committee, but his recommendation was taken, but a 6-member monetary policy committee was appointed, right. So, coming back to inflation targeting, so he was also saying that we have to target inflation, right, and there should be a range, for attacking the or tackling the inflation. So, in 2016, government they decided, and government in discussion with RBI, they decided to come up with an inflation target range. So, what is the inflation target range? So, now the flexible inflation target range, which was agreed by both center and RBI, is 4%, right, with an upper and lower tolerance limit of 2%, right. So, under this inflation targeting, center and RBI they agreed upon targeting inflation, giving more priority to inflation, and the inflation at any point of time should be between 4 plus or minus 2%. There is an upper tolerance limit, there is a lower tolerance limit, right. So, at any point of time, inflation should be between this range 4 plus or minus 2%, that the inflation can be 2% and maximum it can go up to 6%. So, this target was fixed, right. And government and RBI they said once in 5 years, okay, this target will be revised, So, when it was introduced? It was introduced in 2016 August, and it comes to an end by 2021 March. By 2021 March, it is coming to an end. So, now it came to an end. Now, what government did? So, government, they had a discussion with RBI, both they agreed on extending this target for another 5 years. For another 5 years till 2026, the inflation target is going to be 4 plus or minus 2 only. Now, which inflation we are going to target? Whether we are going to target consumer price index or whether we are going to target the wholesale price index. So, under this inflation targeting, RBI is going to, there is the monetary policy committee under the RBI that is going to target headline consumer price index. It is going to target headline CPI. Headline CPI. It is going to target headline CPI. Friends, we know inflation, we divide it into headline inflation and core inflation. So, what is core inflation? Core inflation will measure the inflation without taking food and energy into consideration. So, measure the inflation at retail level without taking food and fuel into consideration. That is core inflation. What is headline inflation? Take everything into consideration. Take everything into consideration. That is headline. So, headline CPI, headline inflation at retail level, that we will target. That we will target. The Monetary Policy Committee of RBI that will be targeting, and they will change the policy rates, they will change the repo rates in such a way that inflation, it is placed between 4 plus or minus 2%, between 2% to 6%, right. So, this is what inflation targeting is all about. Why it was in news? For several reasons it was in news. Now, by March 2021, as I said, it is, it has come to an end. So, now government and RBI, they agreed to renew this for another 5 years. For another 5 years, the inflation target limit is going to be the one and the same. Right, friends, this is regarding inflation targeting, right. So, some more information, many students were sending me messages and asking me to explain about what is this accommodative stance, neutral stance, calibrated tightening stance. Very important, friends. Monetary Policy Committee, while reviewing the policy rates, while announcing the policy rates, they will give a hint to the market. They will give a hint to the market that in future what trend the committee is going to adopt with respect to interest rates. Whether in future the interest rates will be reduced or increased, or it is going to be the same. That hint, not certainly, a hint will be given. That is called a stance, monetary policy stance. So, accommodative stance. So, accommodative stance means the market can expect a rate cut any time. Any time in future there can be a rate cut. Neutral means market can either witness an increase or reduction in repo rate. Calibrated tightening, that means rate cut is unlikely. Rate cut is unlikely. So, these are the three stances. All these will be coming across in newspaper, but without having a complete understanding, we will just read and we will be moving on to next article. Right friends. So, based on our discussion, here I have given a question. You can find out the right answer and give in the comment section. Right. I hope you like this video. I hope you like this entire video series. So, here I have given the features of my exclusive current affairs course. If you want to subscribe, if you are interested, you can go through the features. If you want to subscribe, you can make a call to the number given here. Right. It will be live sessions. Anyhow, the recorded videos will also be given to you. You can watch it according to your convenience n number of times. Right friends. So, tomorrow I will meet you with another important, interesting, exciting topic. Till then, bye, take care.